As a web designer, as a web developer, I will tell you that designing a website is not an easy task. It's a challenging task, as there are thousands of websites available in the world. Those are looking pretty good. People use them for booking movie tickets, for purchasing food online. So we need to create website like this. Either you can make someone's day beautiful, or else you can make someone's day bad. Either you can do by of your website designing skill. So in this video I will tell you that don't skip the video. I will tell you that how to create awesome website that will make your career, that will provide you thousands of money as of your salary. So stay tuned to the end. Well, good website design come from different aspect of a website. So this is not a one-step process. After a great research, after a great experiment, I have found that there are 9 principles of good website design. In the video, I will tell you about those 9 principles that will be helpful to create awesome website. So if you are a fresher, if you are a web designer or web developer, so you need to note out those. So keep your focus to the end of the video. The first point is easy navigation. Easy navigation in the sense you have to make your website so easy that people will find easy to move from one area to different area, one page to different page. Your navigation should be that easy that everyone from a child to a older age people will navigate to your website. So if a guy comes to your website, if a visitor comes to your website, the visitor must stay to the website for longer duration. That is the end goal of our client, right? The website is being made for that, so that people will stay longer on the website. If the navigation is easier, then people will go here and there, research about the services and product you provide. So that will be helpful for a visitor, that will be helpful for your client, so that the client will get more leads. So how we will make our navigation easier? So all the thing you see around a website, like a button, like a navigation bar that comes onto the top of the website, that should be pretty much user friendly, pretty much easier to find. All the forms are pretty much easier to notice about. All the font size must be clearly visible to everyone, whether it's a computer, whether it's a laptop, whether it is a mobile. So the easy navigation is main if you are focusing on creating a good website design. Motivate, learn and teach yourself how to create awesome website, how to create awesome UI, so that will be easier for you to gain good skill in that. So if I will give you one quick example, if you have ever gone through gmail.com, you will never find anything that is hard to find. That means everything is pretty much easier, pretty much visible for you. So there are icons present in the left side. There are inbox, outbox, sent box, draft, everything present. So you don't need to worry about, you don't need to think where to find my required information. Whether it is a social media notification that have a separate tab, the tab is clearly visible. Whether it is your inbox, that is tab is clearly visible. So maximum people, those are using email today, are mainly using Gmail for that, because for its simplicity, because for its good UI, because for its easier navigation structure. The next important point for a good website designing is a responsive layout. Responsive means you need to create a website design so that the website will be easier to load, that looks good on laptop, that looks good on iPad, that looks good on mobile. So this is called our responsive layout. The website is responsive according to our screen size. The website is responsive. So how to create a website responsive? You need to use the good CSS technology, or either else you can use Bootstrap technology in order to make your website responsive. So nowadays Google is focusing on mobile first approach, means everything, whether it's a app, whether it's a website, you need to focus on the mobile view part. Plenty of user in the world, or I will say 2/3 of the user are using website on their mobile devices. We need to optimize our website for mobile also. Here the tips I will give you, that the images you are using, that must be synchronized enough to be resizable enough. The button you are using, the text box for the form you are using, they will be aligned pretty much easier for every screen size you are focusing on. The third point you need to consider about a good website designing is color consistency. If you have ever gone through Gmail application, only 2 or 3 colors available: black, reddish type and white. Why people are using Gmail? Because because for its simplicity and color consistency. Every app you use of Google is very much simple. How? Because of their color consistency. They use less color, they use color that will attract us. They never use complex colors, harsh colors for their application. Our eyes should find every detail on the website very easy. Like if you have ever gone through my particular website, I have two colors available. One is black and yellow. That yellow I use is so much attractive that people stay longer in my website. People do actions in my website. People click buttons. People fill forms in my website because I have an attractive color, and I have a simple website designing so that people will read all the details that I provide in my website. So be simple, be genuine, use the less color you want, and the color should be matched to each other. This is a IT educational channel where you find all the courses related to IT, whether it's web development, web design, digital marketing, graphic design, Salesforce, and other things. So if you are interested to learn, if you are interested to make your career in software field, then check out to my videos, subscribe to my channel. That will be helpful for your career as well. So let's jump to the part that is good UI. If you have ever gone through Gmail, if you have ever gone through Google, you will find that all the UI is very simple and very easy to click. Whether you are using a touchscreen application, whether you are using a mouse pointer, the UI are so easier to operate, so easier to move. What is UI in the sense? UI means user interface. User interface means interface, the buttons, the body of a website or application. Let me give you another idea here. So there are two applications. I will say for now there are two applications. Chat application are mainly available in application store. One is WhatsApp, another is Facebook Messenger. Why WhatsApp have more user compared to Facebook Messenger? Because WhatsApp have a simpler UI available. The UI is so simpler, people are find easier to move, people are find easier to use the application. Which application? WhatsApp application. For that people are using WhatsApp application. So the big advantage of WhatsApp is the UI is good. So the big advantage of all the Google product is the UI is good. So use that concept into your application, use that concept into your website, so that you will make a good UI, simpler UI that will be easier for user to navigate from here and there to make any transaction of your website. The quick tip here, all the buttons should be well visible, all the font size of a website will be pretty easier to read about them. All the irrelevant information in the website you need to remove those, and you need to make your website so simpler, so small that there will no scroll bar will be there on the right side. So people will find whatever people will need, they will find instantly when they come to the landing page only. They don't need to scroll here and there. All the information will be crisp and clear, and that will be remain in a one page simpler format only. So before creating any website, whether it's for your own purpose or whether it's for your client purpose, you need to consider what is the website is all about, what product and service you are selling for your website, who the visitors are, when the visitor will land to your website, what activity they will use, and from which page the activity will be done. All the thing, if you consider, you will note out all the things, then it will be easier for you to make a good website. So before jumping to a client's work, just analyze yourself what will be the aspect of a good UI, what is the end user need, what is the visitor will need, and think about that and use the technology, use the idea about that and create a good awesome website. We have just completed the fourth point, and let's move to the fifth point, that is consistent content. Put the consistent content, put the good content over your website. So what is the need of good content? Content in the sense what text, what information you put in your website. If you have ever doubts, if you have any difficulties of any Google product, you find on Google, you search on Google, and you will find everything written in a good simpler point out format. This is an example of good formatted text, formatted information. You need to put your information, what service you provide, what sell, what product you provide, what is the company is all about, where is your company is located. Put all the information in a good manner so that each person will learn about your website, your services, so that they will be converted to your leads. Use the good English, don't use the complex English. The general English will be learned by everyone. so everyone will come to your website as a visitor and they may convert to your leads. So take this point to the note. Be specific to the information you are providing. Do the keyword research, what the people are searching, what is the needs of the people. Do the keyword research. There are plenty of keyword research tool available, and according to the keyword, according to what people are searching for, use the content, put your content in your website. Don't use irrelevant information in order to make your website large. Don't make a large website, make a good website. The sixth point to be considered is the performance. Performance in the sense, if you are making any website or web application, you need to remember that 70 to 90% of people are just bouncing back. They are returning back if your website is slower to load. People in India don't have patience for that. That means you need to consider that you need to create a website that will load pretty fast. You need to put different concept, Angular, Ajax, in order to make your website fast. So if you have ever built a website, you have a website available before, then you need to check whether your website performance, whether your website loads in the internet fast or slow. There are two concepts, there are two tools available here. One is from Google, that is Google Page Speed Insight. That will be, if you put your website URL in there, then you will find out what is your performance of the website. Similarly, the another tool is available, that is called Pingdom tool. That is also for your speed test of your website. According to this scope of improvement, you have to make improvement in your website to get more performance enhancement in the website. Keep in mind that if you are making a website, that website performance is good, then you don't need to worry about the SEO and all other things. If your performance is good, then Google will automatically rank you higher and compared to other guys in the same category, same keywords. And you need to remember that don't focus always on yourself. Use the focus on your server. If you are using a shared hosting provider, don't use that. Shared hosting provider means a single hosting will be used for different websites. That will be, the bandwidth will be shared and the website may get slower. So don't focus on the shared hosting. Use other hosting that I have told you before. The seventh point of a good website is feedback is important. The feedback of your website, whether you are a fresher, whether you are an experienced guy, while making the website design, consult your senior, consult your team leader, consult your client, what if the information, if the UI is looking good or not. Use the feedback form, on the website, so that visitor will also put their difficulties on that. So accordingly you make improvement on your UI. Consider you have a online e-commerce website. In the e-commerce website, people are going to purchase something. They put all their bank details and they put purchase button. In that condition, the payment is cancelled. Now people are so confused that why my payment is cancelled, whether my payment is deducted from my bank or not. In order to tell you that this is a bad UI design, so you have to be specific for that. What is the difficulties, you need to make your user aware of that. What if while doing payment, if the payment is cancelled, then a automatically notification will be sent to that user that for this purpose the payment is cancelled. Please do the payment considering this thing, or please do the payment again to purchase this product online. That will be easier aspect for them, right? Don't force your user to put their information in order you to get more data. If the user is so satisfied to your website, you focus to the different point, the previous point that I have told you, then in the condition the user will be so satisfied that the user will come to your website, the user will fill different form on your website. Every time, every day I get different kinds of mail, different kinds of fill up form in my website. I have only one form right now, but there are different kinds of forms have been filled in my website. I am getting good amount of leads from my website. So use the concept of that. Don't irritate your user, make a good UI so that user come to your website, they by their interest they will fill up the form and you will get the lead. The next important point, the ninth point, is try to mitigate 404 error or 500 error. So if you have a website, user have searched something else, that the information is not present in the website, then for that by default you have to create a page. That page must say the page is not available. The search term that is you are searching for is not available for now. right? You have a good simple website, a small website. Every term a user require must not be there for this moment. So you need to make a 404 page in order to show your website that the page not available. So a good common example of 404 is giving on your screen. You can check out those. If you have a small website, you move your website from one server to another server, or you have a broken link by default, or by generally if a user click on that broken link, the broken link will take you to the 404 error page. By default page will be there, so that the user will go to the 404 page, and user will say, the user will get the information that the page not found. Then the user will come back to your website and do the other task, other scope, other information gathering thing on your website. User will not jump, user will not bounce, user will not close your website if you have the 404 or 500 error page available in your website. So be consider, take a note to that. Make a by default page for this. This is very simple. You can make a simple page for that, and you can navigate to different page of your website. You can put different page of your website, you can link them. So wrapping up everything in the video, I have given you 9 tips how you can improve your website design skill, so that a client will happier and a good lead will be generated if the website UI, if the website design concept is good. If you want to learn more about website designing, website development, I have a separate course playlist available in my YouTube channel. You can check out those, you can learn from those also. The information is very helpful for you. So right now I'm signing out from this video. We'll see you in this next video. Thank you, have a good day, bye bye.